All right, guys, welcome to Rebel Report number 3 now. That's right, this is Rebel Report number 3. We're starting to get into the swing of it a little bit. I'd just like to shout out a nice piece of new equipment right here. It's a wonderful, wonderful microphone that's been donated by a very, very dear friend. He knows who he is, and he donated it. It's got a lot of sentimental value. But he did it to improve the quality of the broadcast. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. This weekend I had I just so happened to miss going to Melbourne, and because of that I got to cover the local events this weekend. Yes, that's right. There was a protest for all the members of the Sunraysia community that felt like they'd missed out by not being able to go to Melbourne. They got to come together. A solid crowd of about 70 to 100, I'd say, made the effort to go down to Nowingi Place in Mildura, down by the river, and showed a spirited crowd. And then they went and marched along the Mildura riverfront for one of the first examples of crowd marching I've seen in Mildura, which really shows that the community really, a certain portion of the community definitely had something to be upset about, marching for freedoms and against vaccine mandates. And, we should really show the disdain for a rural community to be standing up this way. So it was great to be there and cover that. And then I went out on Sunday, back out to Redcliffs in Berkeley Square, where the second picnic in the park, Stand on Solidarity, happened, and it was amazing. They maintained their previous crowd of 200 to 300, and I was on the ground there to do some live reporting as well. So thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. It's absolutely great. And it's been a great weekend of community togetherness. If you get inspired or want to stand up and get involved yourself, then please share this video, like my videos, and subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page, and be sure to stay tuned, because the more this grows, the more I'm able to branch out and see other communities and do more on the ground work. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.
Shake someone's hand. Find someone you don't know, shake their hand and have a talk to them. If we all come together and work together as a community, which is what they don't want us to be a community. They want us to be a bunch of individuals that hate each other. When we're a community and we work together, they will fear us. They will fear us.
Yeah.
And we will not fear them any longer.
That's it.
My missus, she's a nurse. She finished her study 3 years ago. I'm originally from India. Came here almost 13 years ago, thinking that stuff happens back there would never happen here. But I was wrong. My wife, we've been together over 11 years. She always wanted to work with old people, always help them out, and she's really passionate about it. 3 got the chance to do it. My mum, she flew from India to help us out for a year and a half. Left her life on hold, and my wife, she done really hard work, got through and done it. And now she can't work where she loves because of these bullshit mandates. I came here 30 years ago, and I consider myself really lucky to be here. The stuff I've seen back home, the stuff happening to people, is horrible. And we don't want that here. Never, ever. And that if we don't stand up to this bullshit now, how people disappear back home, and 35 years later the family is still looking for justice, it's going to happen here. And if we don't stop that now, our kids got no chance to stand up against it.
This is the Rural Rebel, and I am back in Red Cliffs, just outside of Mildura again, at another picnic, and this is ramping up to be even bigger than the last one. Yes, that's right. This is another stand on solidarity that's been organised by the Sunraysia community to come together again during these unprecedented times. And they also came together yesterday, which I covered as well. They marched along the riverfront. It was very, very powerful scenes for a rural community. And they're here today again to back it up, and they're doing it. I'll be here all day to do some interviews and some more reports. Thanks so much. Completely spearheaded this picnic idea from the start. The person that sort of put this together out of nowhere, we can see. What would you say to all of the rural communities as to how to create your own events? Because coming together like this is the only way we're going to get through these divisive times. So
just keep it positive. Make sure you're throwing out the positive vibes and showing that it's not about being vaxxed or unvaxxed, showing that you just want to get the community together and joining in and just appreciating what we have in life. So that's just getting it out there, making sure you're writing to everyone, getting everyone involved, all your friends, your family, extras, whatever, just making sure everyone is involved and just keeping positive about it, a positive note.
Because it can start with as little as 5 people, you know, coming together, and then that 5 people has a knock-on effect for 10, you know, so yeah, that's what we're seeing here, isn't it?
It does. It started off with like only 5 people. I mean, the guys before me I wasn't really involved with. It was sort of something I just jumped in and started myself because I had lost my job due to vaccine mandates. So yeah, I just wanted to join in with everyone else and be a younger generation, I guess, with all these other guys and just, yeah, show how positive it is to be.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job and have done a fantastic job, and I'm sure we'll continue to do so to grow these events. Thank you so much for your time, Stephanie. I really appreciate it, darling.
Thank you. Woo!
All right, right, guys, I am here with a man with a pretty unpopular name, but he's pretty damn popular in the community, Daniel Andrews. Thanks so much for taking me to the time to talk to me today, mate. You've been here since the start, watching these events grow. What would you say are the key things that people in even smaller communities than us can do to help foster these events and help them grow and more specifically to put them together?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing, obviously, is word of mouth. Social media, as much of a demon as it is, it can be used for good. So getting it out there on all social media accounts, not just Facebook, TikTok, even making a TikTok up, Twitter, everything that you've got at your disposal, Instagrams, as much as you can promote it. Word of mouth is the biggest thing. It always will be. So if you tell someone and they get excited, tell somebody else. We started with, I think they spoke about today, it was about 20 people some days. It was down to 5 people. We had in excess of 200 here. There was 300 here just a few weeks ago. We've also seen in Melbourne it grow from 70 people to over 700,000 people. And that's just from continuously holding events, people knowing where they are, through word of mouth, through social media, and everyone just sticking together for the same cause. If we're here for the same cause, we are going to rally together, and we're holding them here in Redcliffs, in the Sunraysia region every 2 weeks. So now everyone knows they're every 2 weeks out here, and they know when it's going to happen, what time and what place, and they can come here.
Yep. Talk about, if you could, maybe a little bit more about the branding for such an event. How would you market it to your local community? What can you do in that regard?
Well, we've been told that this is an anti-vax rally, which is not that at all. This is about freedom. So this is a freedom rally. That's what it's about, pro-choice. We don't care if you're vaxxed, you're unvaxxed. We just want everyone to come together and show the government and the rest of the community that we're all together and we can get through it. So if I have any words, it would be just to market it as freedom, not vax, unvax, coronavirus, nothing like that. It's all about freedom, and that's what
and community togetherness.
And community spirit, and that's what it's about here today.
Yeah, and that's what's been on display. Thank you so much for taking the time.
No
Daniel, really appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
And from all the lands on earth we come, we share our dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australia, and the 1,000 nations of beauty rich and rare. Here's to take
Guys, this event in Redcliffs is wrapping up here, and it's been absolutely incredible. These events keep growing strength by strength every week, and they are a true testament on community togetherness and how to come together in these divisive times. There has been nothing but love and light and community acceptance here today, and it's a shining example for rural communities everywhere to come together and do the same thing, as I say over and over again, because together we can't be stopped. Thank you.